Now, I was going to ask you about this dual role that you've got at Westcon-Comstor. How do you actually balance being a global CTO with the SVP role for Middle East and Africa? Because they're two different roles completely.
Totally different roles, and I'm not sure I do balance it very well, but it's really just one of those things you have to try and do. It's interesting because they're two very solid roles. There's a lot that's required from both of them, and they're quite different. But the one definitely helps the other for me. Sometimes when you have in some organizations global roles, you get detached from the day-to-day business, and you don't always get to experience what it's like on the ground and in the coalface. And with this role, running the Middle East and Africa region, it gives me that opportunity to really see what's on the ground. What do our people need? What do our partners need? And then I can wear my CTO hat and think about how we can try and do things differently. And we have a couple of our leadership across the business carry dual roles, and we found it to be quite effective. But of course, it means quite a few hours of work.
No,
not much golf.
I noticed, and one of the reasons I was keen to get you on, Rakesh, because I noticed in April, Westcon announced that you'd launched this new digital gateway called Partner Central. Now, can you talk through exactly what Partner Central is and why you've launched this program?
So this has been a super exciting journey that we've been on for the last 18 months. It builds on a number of things that we have, but ultimately what Partner Central is, it's our marketplace. So it's our window where our partners can come into and interact with us in a digital way. Now, we're not trying to become an online only store or something like that. I still firmly believe that partners want to deal with us in a hybrid way. But what Partner Central allows them to do is a couple of things. One, to self-service when they need to, at the time they need to, right? Not have to rely on asking routine questions from somebody in our business to get answers that they can get instantly themselves. So it's very much around, giving the keys to the partners to allow them to do what they need to do when they want. And then when they want to talk to our people, they're needing that for more complex conversations, more, things that add more value, right? Than just saying, well, when is my order being delivered? Or could you get me a price on something? So it's to allow them to do that. But that's at the most basic level. The other things that we do as a business is we spend a lot of time and effort doing integrations with our vendors and automations. And these can be complex and very difficult to execute on. Now, individual partners wouldn't have the capacity probably to be able to go and do that. So they can leverage that through Partner Central. So where we've done automations to get a quote or an order through to the systems or provision something or a SaaS license, they can come to Partner Central and leverage the integrations and the work that we've done with the vendors, over a number of years. So it really brings a lot more, I guess, ease of doing business to partners. And then what we're doing is we've got something called Partner Insights, which is then starting to use our data and analytics capabilities to give partners a view into their business, where the next opportunities are, and helping them ultimately get their business, to grow and look for new areas that they can sell into. So, bringing all of this together in a marketplace. We've got learning content as well, and all of the things that we've built up over some time, all in one place that they can go to, I think just makes it easier for our partners to be able to do the business that they need to.
And how does it actually differ from the experience, what they went before Partner Central was even a thing? Why was it so different?
A couple of things. We had some tools, but they're all independent. So you'd have to have a login for this one and then a login for that one, and the two didn't talk to each other. And if you wanted to buy a tangible product, you went to one place, and if you wanted to look at a subscription, you went to another. So it wasn't an easy experience. And what we found that as a result, partners spent more time, the traditional ways, email and phone, and wanting to interact with us and get the information they needed. But that takes time, and there's always a delay in sending something and getting a response back. So, this is just evolving our business. Whilst it's a new offering from our side, we're not changing what we do as a business. It's just how we do it, making it a little bit speedier and easier to deal with us.
Okay. And in some recent research, you mentioned on an interview with CRN, 78% of respondents mentioned that they're only partly way through the journey of migrating to subscriptions and services. How do you personally feel that Partner Central will be able to help speed up that journey?
It's a great question, Mark. So it's just making it easier to transact those subscriptions and services, and then to manage them, right? Because I think that's where this becomes highly complex, is that, you've got end customers. If you're a partner, you've got end customers, you've got multiple end customers. They've got multiple different subscriptions for different types of technologies, and they're going to try and manage that all, right? And billing engines and all of this sort of stuff is really complex. So having Partner Central provide that to partners, I think makes it easier for them. The other side is that vendors are constantly adding new offerings. They're converting traditional types of technology resale into subscriptions. And because we've got all those integrations that I mentioned, it just helps us bring that to the partners in an easier way. So it helps them see what's coming down the line, and how they can then manage those subscriptions. And I think that just takes a little bit of just the pain of this evolution away, so they can focus on how to talk to their customers about the value that it provides. And one of the things we've built is we've built the capabilities to do hybrid transactions. So you can buy a subscription and a traditional piece of technology, physical technology, and some services, and put that together in one cart, one offer, one quote, and transact that. Whereas previously you'd have it down into multiple different transactions. So that makes things a little bit quicker. And the other thing, coming back to the 78% who, are partway through the transition, I think one of the things we realize that not all partners are at the same state and need to be, because it depends on their end customers and what they're doing, and whether they're sweating traditional assets or looking to upgrade and go to the next level. So I see this as a journey, as opposed to some hard line that partners have had to make a transition. Everybody's on the journey, but where they're at will depend on ultimately what the demands from their end customers are.